Okay folks, so welcome back. We've just had a go at one of those shrines. You can see that's been marked on the map now. We've got to it and unlocked it. The other one was over here. Sorry, that was the Great Plateau Tower. You've got the other one over here. We obviously now got these two to get to. So we're going to head across, or we're going to start heading across this way and see what happens. So we're looking for the red marker. We've obviously got bombs now, so we can now go through there. Let's choose a bomb. Now that's a bit more worrying. We've got something which is going to see us. Now I'm a little bit wary. I'm guessing it's going to be, yeah, it's got a laser following us. That's going to try and kill us if we do anything silly. So I'm actually going to head back around, duck behind walls where possible. In fact, I might climb up. Same way I came in, I came in via the walls. If we go out via the walls, that might work. In fact, it looks like there's a chest up here, so why not? Looks like it's still attacking me though, even from the top of the walls. I should have stayed on the walls, and it wouldn't have then seen me. So, right, let's see whether I can... Oh dear, that's a bad place to fall. Right, plan B. Let's get that down using the magnesis. Okay, so that saves us going into his line of sight. At least we can see what's in that chest. EX written on that chest, not sure why. Nintendo Switch shirt. Expansion pass bonus. A shirt with a Nintendo Switch logo on it's rather red. Fine, so wear it with pride. I don't know what the stats are of this, but it's the same stats as the other one. So let's stick on our Nintendo Switch shirt temporarily. Yeah, I don't think that's going to give us much extra protection at all. In fact, it won't give us any extra protection, but it's quite cool to have nonetheless. So, right, we need to head out of here, so let's go that way. Heading roughly towards this red beacon. You can see the shrine there atop of the hill, on top of the cliff. That's where we're ultimately going for our third shrine, in fact, on this Great Plateau. So it could take us a little while to get over there. It's obviously at the top of a big hill. We might have a bit of climbing to do. I'm not sure how we're going to get up to the top of that. In fact, you're looking at it now and thinking, how are we going to climb that big cliff? Well, we probably need to start from the Temple of Time and go up that way from the left by the looks of it. But let's move around here and see whether we find anything in the meantime. I'm getting my sword out because I can see an enemy over there. I don't think I've got any... no, I don't want to throw my sword. I don't think I've got any arrows, so I'm opening my bow here. I don't think I can actually do anything with it. So we're going to have to stick to the sword temporarily. There's two enemies there. I think we can probably take them out. They come in this way. One at a time would be good. There we go. Pick up a spare shield and a club. Do I want the club? Let's have a look. No, my weapons here are sufficiently better than the... Well, I think they're better than the club. Let me just check. If I was to drop... Oh, I've got a club there, that's 4. Yeah, okay, so my other weapons are better. We'll keep those. This guy's got some arrows, so we might be able to pick up some arrows once we've got rid of him, which would be useful for our bow. We haven't got any arrows at the minute. Campfire. Do we want to do anything at the campfire? Well, you could sit down at the campfire if you like. Let's have a quick look and see what happens. It just allows you to pass some time if you want to change the scenery. We're not going to do that now. We're going to carry on trying to head towards where we need to go. There's a beehive up there. A sword is probably not the best thing to be attacking bees with. A flaming branch might be a better shout, but let's see what happens here. I was going to climb up the tree and find out what that is. There we go, some bee honey. That might be useful later. So heading on towards this beacon, you can see the shrine atop the cliff. There's no way we're going to be able to climb that cliff directly, so we're going to have to come back and go up, probably up there, and climb around. There's a few things I can see spotting around here, so we're going to go a little bit of exploring. We haven't done much exploring so far, we've just jumped from shrine to shrine. We'll do a little bit of exploring on this episode, because you can see it's going to be a long way to get to the top of that cliff up there. There's no way we can do that straight away, so let's just take a little bit of time over it and see what else we can find around here. There's a campfire. Casket, a keg. Oh, you can hide in a barrel. I don't know why that would be useful. I suppose if there were enemies around. I'm not going to do that. Let's put that down for now. Right, there's a shield over there. Let's take that as well. pot lid. And there's a campfire here, so you can sit there and probably do some warming of marshmallows or something. Spicy pepper. There's exploding with spice. Cook it to create dishes that will raise your body temperature and help you withstand the cold. Well, that seems like quite a useful idea. There's an axe over there, which I've got my eye on as well. Another spicy pepper there, good. So the spicy pepper sounds like it might keep us nice and warm if we mix it with some other food. And there was something on the table there, let's quickly examine that. There's an old man's diary. Snowy mountains, well that's going to be important if we're going up towards the top of a mountain. Okay, so he doesn't need his warm doublet if he's got a nice thing. Oh great, he's forgotten it. So he had raw meat and spicy pepper. He cannot remember what else he had. Right, okay, so just to make sure. Okay, so he calls it spicy meat and seafood fry. So if it's spicy meat and seafood, and it's got raw meat and spicy pepper in it, well, it needs a seafood element, which is why it needs some fish or something like that. And it won't surprise you as to why I now caught that fish earlier, because I have a fish here which I can use to make something seafood wise. We've got these spicy peppers. We now need to find also some raw meat, which we get from, well, I'm not entirely sure, an animal, I guess. Maybe we can hunt some animals, pigeons, who knows. Mushrooms are always useful for cooking, add a bit of flavour. I don't think the mushrooms on the whole have much in the way of nutritious value, but they do make things a little bit more interesting. So the old man wants us to get some raw meat to make this recipe, and then he would exchange it for this doublet. Let's have a quick look over here. Wow, that's a nice view. Okay, there's some towers over there. There's a big long bridge. I don't know why particularly I've come this way, just to see what's around, I guess. Yeah, there's the shrine up the top there. We're not going to get all the way up there. We have a slight issue in terms of there are big cliffs. I don't fancy climbing the cliffs like that, but I do fancy trying to find some raw meat, and with the raw meat we should be able to then work our way past the cold. He was suggesting at the top of snowy mountains, i.e. those up there. You can see snow on the trees, look. So we're going to have to find some raw meat so that we can cook this dish to keep ourselves warm. It's going to take us a while to find some raw meat by the looks of it. I don't know exactly how we're going to. Let's have a look at the map and see if there's anywhere that would be sensible to go. So we're heading over there. There's obviously cliffs going all around this edge. So we're going to have to climb up here past the temple, and then we can climb up towards the shrine. Is there anywhere around that's going to give us some meat? Well, forests. There might be some wild animals in the forests. That seems like a fair shout. So why don't we head across to the forest? If we go back to this shrine over here by the forest, you might find some wild animals, that kind of thing, where we might be able to get hold of some meat. Okay, so there's a chest here. That's helpful. Let's grab that now while we can. Always good to have a ruby. I don't know what we're going to do with those metal objects. Not much, I wouldn't have thought. So let's head towards the forest. So the forest was in that direction off to the right. Yeah, where all those trees are. That would make some sense. And with luck, we might be able to find some raw meat in the forest somewhere. We're probably not going to make much more progress this episode other than possibly getting some meat if we can find some way of doing so. There's some chests up there. Let's go and see if we can get those chests down. This game is about exploring after all. Okay, what's that? No idea. Right, how do we get these chests? I'm hoping that we can use... it's not going to let us use that. Well, there is something down there. Ooh, okay. That's something which would fit in the hole shape in that tree. It's on a chain. Let's let go of that, see what happens. Okay, so there's a little secret here. A Korok. So we've got a little Korok seed. Lots of little suspicious places. So if you see anything odd like that, then obviously you might find Korok seeds. Who knows what they will do? We will find out later in the game, I'm sure. Now we're verging on the edge of the forest here. So the real question is can we find any meat in any form? We're looking for animals, something that we might be able to hunt. I suppose you could hunt those. I don't know whether they'd ever give you any meat. They're enemies. Well, there's two of them I can see. And we should be able to take one out while the other is going. So we seem to be getting monster parts rather than anything useful meat-wise from these creatures. But there must be something in the forest. The campfire over there. I haven't tried shooting any birds. I could try that, I suppose. What have we got over here? We've got some arrows. Traveller's bow, torch. Arrows are certainly going to be useful for hunting. Mushrooms always handy. Got a cook fire there. Ah, I see something. There's an animal over there. See if we can get a bit closer without startling it. Right, let's see whether this works. Oh, it's running. Where's it running off to? Where is it? I'm not going to be able to catch it. Where's it gone? It's injured. Surely it can't run too far. Ran up here. There it is. Not quite on that bow. Where's that animal gone? I've lost it. Ah dear, that was terrible. Where's it gone? When hunting, don't lose sight of your prey. We have learnt one thing. One arrow is clearly not enough to take out whatever that was. Looked like a boar or something like that. Get a couple more mushrooms. Tree branch I'm not too bothered by. What's that? Flint, that would be useful. Okay, so we're not getting very close to getting this raw meat. We have found a few mushrooms. However, I'm conscious... Oh, there's another animal. Right, one last attempt to try and take down an animal. And then I'm going to stop this video and you can catch up with us next time. So I'm going to try and fire 2 arrows in quick succession. 1, 2, go. Oh, I missed. Right, run after him. Keep an eye on where he goes. He must not escape. He's circling around to the left. Let's cut him off. Some frogs in that pool in case we need them. Where did he go? He went round here. Down to the left. He's got to be down there. There he is. Too close. Close quarters. Can't see a thing. There he is. I've got 1 arrow. Where is he? Stand still, Mr. It's getting a bit dark. Where's he gone? As you can see, this is very much an open air game. He can go anywhere. He's escaped from me. Can't see where he's gone. He went this way somewhere, but I've lost him. Well, as with real life hunting, sometimes things can get away from you. I'm going to pause there by the shrine, and thank you very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, do subscribe, and we will try and hunt down some raw meat next time.